Four academic classes that we calculate for Hope are English, math, science, social science, and foreign language. Those are the only classes that go into the Hope GPA calculation. And I am in no way saying their other classes are not important. I'm just saying this is the only thing that goes into their Hope GPA calculation. So that's why I'm saying it's really important to find out what your Hope GPA is. That's why your cumulative GPA at your high school is different than your Hope GPA, because we only use the core academic GPA. If your student's on the technical career prep diploma, the GPA is a 3.2 academic GPA, and their academic classes are English, math, science, and social science. There's no foreign language component on the technical career prep diploma. So that's the difference between the two diploma types. And this is the last year of the two diploma types. If you have any children that are juniors and lower, we're going to one diploma type in Georgia, and it's it will be a 3.0 GPA requirement, and the academic requirements are English, math, science, and social science. If your student takes a foreign language, it will count into the GPA requirement. I've had a lot of students tell me, well, you know, foreign language is not required to graduate in Georgia if you're a junior or below. You're absolutely correct. But if your junior or below has any desire to go to a four-year college in the state of Georgia, they must have 2 years of the same foreign language. Very important to remember. I've seen so many students that think, well, I don't really want to go to a four-year college. They need to make sure they're really sure about that, because colleges will not accept them. There's no begging, appealing, or anything. If they do not have 2 years of the same foreign language, they will not be admitted to UGA's, Georgia Tech, Georgia State's, West Georgia's, Valdos's. Any of the four-year colleges in the state of Georgia will not accept them if they do not have 2 years of the same foreign language. So I encourage students to take those 2 years. Yes, sir.
Do the additional 7 points for honors and AP classes count in the Hope calculation, GPA calculation?
Good question. So at Northview, they give 7 points on the grade?
Yes.
Okay. Great question. I thought schools went away from that and given points on GPA. No, they do not count. It's an unweighted GPA. So the question was, I thought you didn't hear in the back, do the 7 points given for AP courses count in the GPA? They do not count. This is a 3.0 unweighted GPA. Most school districts have went away from giving points on the grade. They have gone to giving GPA weights on the AP classes and IB classes if the school has IB. So what we do is when we're getting the transcript, they also tell us what weight they give the student for AP classes, honors classes, different things like that. What we do is we remove the weight from the grade. We calculate this based on the student's actual grade in the class. So if the student and I'm going to give one where we actually have to lower the grade. If in an AP World History, the student made a 92 on their report card with the 7 points, we'll take the 92, we'll remove the 7 points and back that down to an 85. That 85 will then be converted to a GPA. That GPA, of course, a B is a 3.0. For every AP course, everyone in the state of Georgia is given a 0.5 weight added on their GPA. So that 3.0 becomes a 3.5. The reason I wanted to tell you that after the fact I converted it is the reason we remove the GPA weight if it's numeric added onto the grade is everybody does things different. Some that added points would add 10 points. Some would add 7. I've seen some add 5. I've seen some add 3, 1, 0. There was no consistency in the state of Georgia. It wasn't fair to the students. It wasn't fair. Hope should be on a level playing field. Does that make sense to everyone? Can everyone agree that if we're calculating for a scholarship such as Hope, everything should be on a level playing field? So what the Georgia General Assembly decided, and this was back, actually they voted on this back in 2004. It didn't take effect until 2007. So it was advertised and it was told to the schools for 3 years, hey, this is coming. So for what happened was, hey, we're going to remove those local weights, and then everyone in the state that takes an AP, IB, honors, we remove local weights, and then for every AP and IB, we're going to give a 0.5. The AP and IB get the weights of 0.5 because they're standardized across the country. We know that, well, I can't say we, the Georgia legislature knows what's being taught in those classes. That class is the same if you take it at Northview High School, if you take it at Brookwood High School, if you go down to Lowndes County, if you go out to San Francisco, California. AP and IB is a standardized curriculum. Honors courses do not get a weight added onto them because the local school board decides what's an honors course. So I'm being facetious when I give this example. You know, Fulton County could say that underwater basket weaving could be an honors course. And they could decide to give 5 points to that class if a student made an A in that class. So does that make sense of why that happened like it did? Now, I have been told, and I don't know the status of this, that they are looking to standardize the honors curriculum across the state of Georgia. I'm not sure the status of when that will be complete. That would be at the Georgia Department of Education, and they would standardize this, and it would be passed into law of what would substantiate an honors class, and if they would give points for that, I have no idea. But that's what happens. Does that answer your question? Probably more than you wanted to know. I like to make sure y'all understand